What is up, guys? This is Sound Alchemist here with
Gersh1,
and we're back at it to answer your questions in another episode of
For the Greater WAAAGH. I was pulling back so I could send my WAAAGH out to the people. This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. And remember that we are starting to put an exclusive Patreon Greater WAAAGH. So if you like these types of videos and you want to get an extra one, jump on over to Patreon. But right now, we're going to answer the question of Rich Roll.
Ooh.
He asks, how do the Chaos Space Marines replenish their ranks? Good question. The answer is a variety of ways.
Yeah.
Let's take the first one is they convert Space Marine chapters into, you know, chaosness, and then they like go on.
So they go up to like a chapter monastery, they knock on their door, and they're like, do you want to know the way? They're like, Korn is a very awesome character. God, actually. He'll show you the way, and skulls for the skull throne.
He takes out an axe and he flings it at the serf that answered the door.
Mm-hmm. Poor serf.
Poor serf. The other way is by stealing gene seeds. So they actually take the gene seed of fallen Space Marines and they mutate it on their planets, and they put it into slaves, and the slaves become Space Marines,
right,
or Chaos Space Marines. A
lot of times they don't even have to do anything themselves. Their Chaos Patron will, like for example, Nurgle, he'll send his plagues out to a planet, infect them, and when they're all, you know, oozing and have like holes in themselves and they're like, kill me, they're like, hey, why not be a Space Marine or become a Poxwalker or something.
Oh yeah, cool, let's do it.
And then they add more ranks.
Yep. And then yeah, those are it. I mean, the other one is just like naturally they have been there since the Horus Heresy.
Right. A lot of these guys have like, what is it, like Mark III power armor and stuff like that. So
because they ancient. They're older than what's his name? The oldest guy, the Dreadnought.
Bjorn
the Fellhand.
They're about the same age.
About. Next question.
DRCTXII. Question and minor spoiler. So in the audio drama, The First Lord of the Imperium, Malkador states that all the Primarchs are just a means to an end. How would each Primarch react if they found out? Also, keep up the good work, guys. I enjoy waking up to your videos in the morning, and greetings from Holland.
Whoa, Holland. Where's that at?
Isn't that by like Greenland?
Don't know. But it's cool, thank you.
Thanks for the question. So yeah, we talked about this in another previous For the Greater WAAAGH, how the Emperor would kill off his Primarchs, but this one's asking how they react. They'd probably sit them down in front of like a room, and they'd show them a video of like the Emperor and Malkador talking, saying, oh, you guys are gonna die, and then we'll film their reactions. Kind of like the Fine Bros.
Just like the Fine Bros.
But no, honestly, they'd probably be pretty pissed, because they're like, we're fighting this war, you know, we're losing our own soldiers, our men, all for the Emperor, and you're just gonna kill us off. Like, I'm gonna go join Korn. Or Slanesh has some fine demonettes. I'm gonna go do that. Yeah. Or some of them would probably be like, you know, this was always gonna happen, let it be. Except Vulcan, because he can't die. Yeah. He's a perpetual. Like, I'm gonna do my own thing, Dad.
Next question comes from Rodney Stillwell. How about the name Rodzilla? Rodzilla. Also, they say Sigmar could be the Lost Primarch, but I think he could be the Emperor in disguise. What do you think? So I think we've answered this already. So Sigmar, they're probably never gonna switch it back over or whatever. Could he be the Emperor in disguise? I don't think so. Is he a Primarch? Probably. And how's the name Rodzilla? Too long.
Like Lil Roddy.
Yeah.
Or Lil Roddy, Bugatti, Java Ferrari.
But if I remember correctly, we already gave you your street name. Your street name is Lugs.
Oh yeah, it is Lugs.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Alright, next question.
Jerome de Vries. I'm a novice Tau player whom recently played with my two friends who play Necrons and Orcs. I only have the 8th edition books, but my friends haven't really played 8th yet. My friend who plays orcs rage quits after the first 2 turns because somehow I have too much DACA for his boys.
Yep.
3 burst cannon gun Christ suits for the win. Just put a 4th one on there. You can. And so I'm trying to convince him that 8th edition is not unbalanced. The Necron player, however, doesn't like the fact that most of his units are different back from 2008, and he wants to play older editions. Both don't want to play against me anymore in 8th edition, but I don't have the tools to play the older editions, templates, etc., or even the books. Are these available anymore at all? What do I do?
Well, so just to answer your question, heck yeah, they're available. You can get them for cheap now.
Yeah.
Go to your secondhand stores, like bookstores. They usually always have codexes there. Templates you could get cheap on eBay. You don't even need to. You could just ask them to borrow some templates, trace them out on some cardboard.
Yeah.
Bam.
Or even use an old CD. Those are really close to the size of like the big blast templates.
Yep.
And yeah, but like you said, trace.
Yeah, and then as far as your friends, just get new friends because nobody wants to play the old edition. Like all the new stuff is coming for the new edition.
Right.
So like, what happens when you you do get a Tau codex and you have new models?
Same thing. Orcs and Necrons don't have their codex yet.
Yeah.
So once those do come out, everything should be at least on a similar playing field.
Yeah.
So I guess give it time, find new friends, go to a hobby shop. You'll make friends there. You'll play 8th edition games there, and you'll probably lose a few times.
And tell the orc player to stop being a little bitch. Because I play orcs and I lose all the time. But I have fun watching things explode. Because you can make things explode. That's the fun part about playing orcs. It's not about who wins or loses. It's about you being an orc and just destroying stuff. So find...
yeah, don't play 40K just to win.
Yeah. Find comfort and find happiness in watching things explode. So for the orc player, find happiness when those stealth suits blow up, or those, what do you say, the battle suits?
The crisis suits.
Crisis suits blow up, or when the player rolls horribly and you laugh a little inside.
Also, yeah, it happens a lot. Tell your buddy to go online. There's a bunch of lists, competitive lists that he could run. I think right now the best orc list is literally to spam boys. Get like 6 troops of like 30 boys and just rush the Tau. No amount of DACA can kill that much boys.
Yep.
And they'll charge and Tau suck in close combat and you'll lose. So
But that game's going to be really long.
yeah, and it's going to be very tedious moving those, swarms of boys.
You can get a tray though. You can just get a tray and then push them.
Or just push them.
Just, with your hand. But there you go.
Yeah.
Next question comes from Chimera Ascoro. Can you describe the possession of a Chaos Space Marine? Are they in control? It depends. So like if you're a Tzeentch worshipper, sort of like a sorcerer of the Thousand Suns, you have a lot more control while you're possessed by like a demon of Tzeentch than you would if you're like possessed by a Khorne demon who is just bloodlust and all that's on your mind is destroy, destroy, destroy. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Ray Silver. Question. What if instead of Sanguinius, it was actually Leman Russ who went on board the Vengeful Spirit and confronted Horus? Would he fall to Chaos or fight Horus as Sanguinius did?
He would have fought Horus, and I don't think he would have lost. He wouldn't have died for sure, because the reason Sanguinius died is because he had just fought Ka'Bandha, right, and banished him. So he was hurt. So if Leman Russ came in there, Leman Russ would be fresh and just ready. He'll be a brand new fighter.
Right. And Horus and Leman. I mean, so the thing is, Horus was empowered by all 4 Chaos Gods, and he killed Sanguinius, which was his best friend. Leman Russ is nothing to him. He just sees him as like the Emperor's lapdog, because Leman Russ was the executioner. The Emperor said, do this, fight. So if anything, Horus would have more hatred for Leman Russ, and I think he'd probably die. As powerful as Leman Russ is, he kind of lost all his fights.
He didn't lose all his fight. Well, actually,
he fought against Angron, and they kind of just like
Yeah.
called it quits. He fought against Lionel Johnson and he got sucker punched. But that's because he started laughing. And who else did he fight?
Alfarius. He won against Alfarius.
Oh, well, that doesn't count.
He killed Alfarius.
I thought it was it Lehman Russ who killed Alfarius?
Both Rogaldorn and Lehman Russ fought Alfarius, and they both killed him. Well, one of them was Alfarius, and the other one was Omegon, or it could have just been just a regular Space Marine. We don't know.
Yeah. But I think Lehman Russ would have died, as well as, like, Sanguinius. Well, Sanguinius did die, so.
What do you think?
What do you think?
Next question. I have one from Anvilor. No, I'm lying. Oh, no, I do. Okay. Well, we already answered this a lot. If a crew ate the Emperor, what abilities would he gain?
Dude, if it's the same guy, I've answered your question and I've commented on your comments telling you to watch the video where it's been answered.
He dies.
Yeah, he dies.
Yeah.
It's too much psychic power for a crew to withstand. Even if he's only eating minute pieces of meat. The Emperor is literally like you're eating 1,000 powerful shamans, and that's too much for a crew body to handle, and they'll explode.
Yeah. Seizures and whatnot.
Convulsions, hives.
Next question.
WAAAGH Martyr. Do you guys think that it's possible that the Catan, the Outsider, and the Void Dragon will return someday? I mean, the Outsider can't stay in exile forever, and the Void Dragon won't be imprisoned on Mars forever. What would happen?
Yes, they will come back. It would be a great campaign story. It would be a great way to bring back some Necron players. What would happen? You want to speculate?
Speculate indeed. So I think the big thing that is maybe happening is the Void Dragon rebelling on Mars, because that would bring in the Imperium, and as we all know, the lore generally tends to advance when the Imperium is being focused on. So that would be a huge battle between Mars, Terra, because literally Terra's right next door. So that would make the most sense. The Outsider, maybe they'll have like a few stories with him here and there, or with it, because they're like space gods. So that's what I think.
And those were the questions for this week, for today. If you have more questions for us, just comment down below. And if your question was not answered, comment it down below again, and we'll try to get to it next video. We are putting up Patreon exclusive Greater Walls, and with those, you're more guaranteed to get your question answered because there's less people commenting those questions.
Right.
So jump on over to Patreon. It's a simple $1 every month. If you can't, we understand. You'll still get your Greater Wall episodes like the one today.
That's right. So again, guys, thank you for all your questions, and we'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Sound Alchemist,
Gershwin.
and we're out of here.